But if you want to solve this problem, what you do, say delete this face, and you do the knife cut, touching this vertex here, and kind of moving it down like that. Sorry if I'm going a bit fast, but you know, it's because I can only upload 15 minutes on YouTube. So do the same thing on both sides. Also, don't forget to delete the face there. And then select this face and just fill it up, and don't forget to remove any doubles. That's pretty good. Now we're going to make the trigger. Now to make a trigger, you can just make it this way, or you can just do it my cheap alternative way, but whatever, it's both of them are the same. So like this vertex, and just like those ones, and press to select, and you had a plane rather than a cube. You can just rotate it 90 degrees. If you're doing the z-axis, you guys don't have to rotate it. And you kind of just start from there. So just like that, and I guess just start kind of moving it up like this. So you don't have to extrude it. You can just move it like that, and then you extrude it. It's like these two faces. Extrude it in the z-axis or the y. As again, if you're doing it, if it's on the y, if it's literally laying vertically on the z-axis, then I guess you just do it on the z-axis. Mine's vertically on the y. So what you do, then you extrude this, kind of all the way down here. And if you want, you don't really have to. You don't have to do it this way. You can make your own. Not your own type, but the this version of the trigger, which I prefer this version because this version is nice. Now, what you want to do, if you're going to make this version, you might want to extend the edges a bit more. I guess that's it. So then, G, Y, and kind of 0.04 or -4, and then you want to go times 2 by that, which is 0.0 -8, and you have yourself a pretty much a nice looking trigger there. If that doesn't look nice to you, then you can just do it the other way, which is a lot simpler, I'd say. Yeah, that looks nice. So now, as again, we're just gonna take these objects, separate them, because we have to do the smoothing portion of it. So you smooth the faces, you just select these edges by holding Shift Option and just right click, I guess. Go to Edge Select and deselect these two edges. And select these edges like that. And you select these edges here. Don't select any of them in the middle. At some point you hit Sharp. Same thing with these ones. You just select it by holding Shift Option L, and then select these vertices as well, and just hit Sharp. Select these vertices, hit Sharp. Same thing here. And I guess sharpen them. Yeah, that looks really decent to me. Looks very nice. You want to go to face mode, and you just want to select up here and just delete all these faces because they're invisible and nobody's going to see them. Kind of same thing with the trigger here. Just select faces and you're good to go, I guess. Now we have to do this to the trigger, which is really easy and fast. Just go to Edge Select, select the edges, and just sharpen them. I'm going to go ahead and sharpen this one. Go ahead, that's select these two, go ahead. So sharpen. Yeah, you have yourself a nice grip. Might look like crap for now, but we're gonna texture it and it's gonna add a lot more nice detailing to it. Yeah. This way just sharpen. I don't know, it don't sharpen me though. Now we're gonna make the two sights, which are basically right there. And you pretty much see that I didn't make any other detail, but that's because due to vertices we need and if you're gonna use it in the game engine, you're gonna be using a lot of other things at the same time. So it's just best to conserve vertices. And also, yeah, let's do faces right there. Make sure to delete those. So select these faces here, and cursor select, and you add a plane. Go to vertice mode, and just scale it down. So it's pretty much well hidden. And it's not as wide as the grips are. The shoulder grip and the hand grip is not as wide as that, so you don't need to really make it as wide as that. You can just make it a bit thinner and raise it up more. And yeah, be sure it's hidden though. So you pretty much extrude it. You do a loop cut like that. Yeah, there's faces down there. Delete those faces. At some point, I mean not at some point, you can just come here and you can extrude it. If you want to add that detail, what you do is you just loop cut there, and you select this face or vertices, and you extrude it like that. Now there's supposed to be a hole there, pretty much telling you not the length, but the distance. I don't know, it's supposed to help you with calibrate the distance here. And what you do is that you gotta, well, I'm gonna do first, I'm just gonna separate this. Add two loop cuts. Deselect those and raise that up. And just select them loop cuts and extrude them. And kind of scale them throughout the y-axis or the z-axis. So then you want to select these faces and extrude them. And you want to extrude them again and just scale it down 0 on the x-axis and just move them to one point like that by snapping it to it. Remove doubles, and then you can come right here and just go ahead and delete the faces, and then remove doubles once again. So we see, as we can see, we have faces right there and kind of some unclean topology we need to fix. So we're just gonna use a knife by pressing K. But if this doesn't work, you just want to delete the faces like that. Yeah, loop cut. At some point, you just select these faces and you just start filling them in. And then you remove doubles once again. And you have yourself the distance calibrator. Yeah, I don't know what you call that, but it's just I just call it the 4 aim. Actually, the 4 aim. The 4 sight. I don't know. I'm not a gun expert. I don't know what you call it. I can do the same process. Smooth it. Select these edges here. Sharpen them. Select these edges here. Sharpen them. Because this actually gives out the illusion that it's probably subdivided, but in reality, it's not really subdivided. It's just, you know. Sorry, I forgot to do one thing here. Select these faces. Actually, you don't have to select those ones. And extrude them. And hold Shift X, I meant. And going in, and now, as you can see, you have so you have kind of an issue now. now we just to solve this, we can just fill in the space, remove doubles. I just for clean topology, select these ones, and snap it to the z-axis. Now you can just come here and kind of just adjust the width here, kind of like that. Yeah, you should be good to go. Now you just sharpen these edges, and you kind of sharpen these edges, and yeah. So I guess you just want to move that up. It looks like crap. Now what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were sharpening these edges. My bad. Excuse me. You just want to select these edges and sharpen them. You just sharpen them. It's kind of simple as that. You can select these edges and just sharpen them. I guess that makes sense. I guess that's all that there is to sharpening. For the final piece of the modeling, we're just gonna model this. You want to select these faces, cursor to select, and then add a plane, scale it down, and I guess just size it up. I mean, scale it up. My bad. And again, it's not that wide. Whatever it is, you just extrude it. You delete that face there. You add a loop there. I don't know what you call it, ring. You need to kind of just extrude it up, and you want to make this a lot thinner to make it look a lot more better detail. That's fine, I guess. So then you can just kind of extrude this like that. Add 2 loops right there. Scale it up like that. And I guess you can just move it up a bit like that. Kind of get that nice edge. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove these 2 faces. Actually, before that, cursor select, and then remove those 2 faces. Now circle. It doesn't work like this with a circle for some reason, so just go to edge mode, go to vertice select or edge select mode. It doesn't matter what scale it is as long as it fits within here. It doesn't have to be exactly up there. And then we can just extrude the circle like that. Actually, you know what? You can just delete these 2 faces. You know, because those 2 faces are kind of just annoying me right now. So what you do is select this entire edge, select that one, and Control E, bridge edge loops. Now that's kind of a problem there. I guess like that. It might not be accurate, but you know, you can adjust it the way that it suits you. So again, Control. I was pressing Option, Control, and edge loops, bridge edge loops, and like that. Now we just select this smooth faces. We select these edges here. Sharpen them. Select these edges here. Sharpen them. Go to edge select mode. Select them and then sharpen them. If you want to make this bigger or much larger in diameter, you could. You can just select these and just, well, that's kind of it for the modeling portion, I guess. Part 2, we will texture this RPG, or well, actually first, before we texture, we UV unwrap it, which might take us an entire tutorial because it's a very complex thing to do. So I'll see you next time, and I'll upload more blends on blend swaps.